time in the day to get things done? As college students, we know how easy it can be to get off track and fall behind in our studies. Addressing the concept of time management may seem like a moot point, and even incredibly annoying given that most of us have heard this at some point before. But the payoff from actually practicing it every day can make a huge difference in your life. To better manage your time and stay organized as a college student, you can make checklists, use a planner, or even use smartphone apps. Now we're going to take a look at examples of each of these strategies. For starters, creating a to-do list on a notepad or just even a random sheet of paper can help you prioritize. Seeing things laid out in front of you that way can help you figure out what needs to be done and when. According to Purdue University Global, whether it's a short list of items or your whole day written out, making a plan ensures that you know what you can do first and what can wait until a later time. You can start out with something simple like this, a small lined notepad, or you can invest in something like this, also a notepad but blocked out into days of the week. Regardless of which you choose, using colorful pens like this will be beneficial to differentiate between your classes, labs, work schedule, organization meetings, club meetings, etc., whatever you have going on in your life. It's also recommended that you use checkbox or at least cross things out as you go along to help keep you in check and to also hopefully motivate you to keep getting things done. If something flimsy like this isn't your style, you can invest in something more sturdy like a planner. Owning a planner can help you remember things better than just trying to commit them to memory by yourself. When a professor hands you an assignment and tells you the due date, you want to write it down somewhere, but more specifically somewhere that isn't going to get lost in the depths of your bag. In an article from New York Times, Kristen Wong said that writing things down helps us retain information better. This is an example of a planner that's about notebook size. It's broken down into month. Here things are color-coded by class and work schedule. Helps keep things organized rather than just looking at it and getting kind of confused, trying to figure out what assignment or what exam goes with what class. This specific planner also has daily slots. Each one is broken down by the hour from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. First, you would write in your classes, your work schedule, whatever you have already pre-planned, and then in whatever blank spaces you have left, you can write in when you can study for something, when you can do a homework assignment. That way you aren't overlapping or confusing those times with when you had, an appointment or maybe you were already scheduled to work. If you don't want to carry around something extra in your bag, you can use something that you have on you most of the time, which would be your cell phone. For us tech-oriented people, smartphones help remind us when things need to get done and can sometimes also keep us from getting distracted. Anna Heinrich from Rasmussen College suggests using productivity apps to help keep us on track and keep us from getting distracted rather than seeing our phones as the evil that does distract us. There are apps like the Flora app here where you can plant a sapling and if you try to exit the app at all, to just respond to a text or to check social media, it will warn you that you're going to kill your sapling. And if that doesn't stop you from sending a text, then I don't know what will. Most phones also come with just reminder apps. That way you can set things up by time and date, and then you can choose when it'll remind you, whether it's 5 minutes before or right at that time or the day before, whatever works for that circumstance. Having these reminders on your phone really does ensure that you're not going to forget about things because we do check them often, and there's really no excuse to forget things that way. To sum up all that we've talked about, to better manage your time, you can make to-do lists, use a planner, or use smartphone apps. To-do lists can help you prioritize, while planners can help you commit things to memory. And productivity apps on your phone can help you stay focused. Everyone is different, so it's important that you find what works for you specifically. By learning some ways to manage your time here, hopefully you can figure out what works for you, and it will help you get through the rest of your time in college in